I can't be happy for being so blue when you keep on worrying the way you do. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. The man you're loving, he don't want you round. So take me, mama, let's leave this town. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. If he keep on dogging you the way you do, I may lose my head, mama, and my temper too. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. He wrecked your life, mama, right at the start. And if you ain't careful, mama, he'll break your heart. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. I love you, baby, you know it's true. So why put up, mama, with the way you do? When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too.
That's It Hurts Me Too, first recorded in 1940 by the great Tampa Red. It's been recorded by and chopped and changed by lots of people ever since, including Bob Dylan, Elmore James, Eric Clapton, but we're going right back to Tampa Red's original recording of this to work on this great 8-bar blues, and we're going to play it in the key of D. So like many of these, once we've got our little 8-bar pattern, we're going to go round and round and round. This one's a really accessible one. It's not difficult to play left hand wise in this key, so we can really focus on getting it to sound good and getting a good rhythm going. But this song also has a nice little turnaround with a little rhythmic kind of hiccup in it and a really beautiful chord change in the middle that stops it just being a straightforward 3-chord blues. We're going to start on a D, and immediately in bar 2 we're going to make that into a D7. That D7 is going to lead us to a G, but then instead of staying on that G as we might do in a lot of 8-bar blues, we're going to turn that into a G minor. Really beautiful sound. Then back to our D, then to our A7, and here's our turnaround: D, G, D, A7. But that A7 happens a little early in the bar. We don't divide that bar in 2. So we get this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So straight after we've hit the D, we're straight off to that A7. Now I've been playing a simple 2-finger open A7 like that, but if you know a different way of playing A7, you could bar it like that, then please go ahead and do that. As with all of these songs are open to your way of playing, your interpretation, but I quite like it. In the key of D, moving from my D to my A7 is a really nice easy change like that. And then my G is just there. The only one I've got to worry about other than that is barring that G minor, which I can do with either that finger or that finger. That's up to you. So let's have a little play through it, and then I'll show you the ending I put on it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, D7, G, to G minor, and D, A7, turn around, D to G, D quick A7, and back to D to go round again. Let's go round one more time. Make that G into a G minor, D, A7, and here here's our turnaround. D to G, D to A7. Now all I did there was go round and round that with a real sort of solid, hard rhythm, emphasising the downbeat. But I'm not... that doesn't really work, so I'm muting the strings. Now don't get too worried about muting the strings if there's one open string in there that rings a little bit. You'll still get the effect. But what I'm doing is I'm strumming, and as I strum down, I put that last little bit of pressure on with my left hand that stops it being... see, normally when my hand's resting there, I'm in the chord position, but I'm not pressing down. And the minute I hit that chord, I put that little bit of pressure on with my hand, with my thumb on the back of the neck there, and then immediately take that pressure off again. So it's not a big squeeze, it's just a little kind of twitch. But it's exactly in time with my right hand, so nothing there, and then I'm back to that again. That means I can dig in without it becoming a big sort of wash of sound. Now this is where if you do play your A7 as a bar, you can do that quite easily. If I'm playing my 2-finger one, I'm probably going to use my little finger and maybe my ring finger to just kind of flop down on the strings to mute. And I'll do the same on my G, depending which finger I play with. Different fingers can just flop down on the strings to mute it. And on my minor, my G minor, I can just do it with those three. And if this one rings out, it's not the end of the world. You'll still get the right effect. Now there's the odd little upstroke coming in there. When I do those, you've got to make sure that they're swung. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... and I'm putting those in mainly in between beats 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4. But it's very quiet and it's not always there, and it's not always the only one. Sometimes I might put it in after the 3 or the 4. You've got to be really loose with these and just go with the flow. Right, let's have a look at the ending. This is pretty close to what's happening on Tampa Red's recording. If I go from that last line, when things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. So what am I doing there? Well, first of all, we've got to fit it in. I'm not playing the turnaround. I get to that first D chord in the next to last bar and play that on the first beat and then stop, and the rest of it takes the place of the turnaround. So this is leading up to it. When things go wrong, that's your D. So wrong with you, that's your A7. It hurts me too. And I stop on the word to. That's the first beat of the bar. Then I do this. On my B string, 3rd fret, I'm going to do that with my ring finger so that my other first 2 fingers are free to reach the other notes later on. 3rd fret on the B string, index finger plays the 1st fret on the B string, open B string, then down onto the G string, 2nd fret, then we go all the way down to the open low D, and you really do need a low D for this. Then the 3rd and the 4th on that same low D string, and then back to your open D string again. Then, instead of playing my D chord as I would just to finish, I'm going down a fret with it, just playing the highest 3 strings quietly and sliding it up to the D. So we get this. So let's put that in context. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. Now don't forget to download the chart and the tablature from the link below in the description. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.